up, everybody? Welcome back to Uncle Snoop Daddy TV. Today we're going to make a real easy baked zucchini recipe. Simple. Just stay tuned and watch, and I'll show you how it's done. This is what we're going to do. We're going to cut up a pepper, a red pepper. We're going to cut up an onion. We're going to cut up some scallions. We're going to cut up 2 zucchini and 3 stalks of celery. All my vegetables are pre-washed, so I'm just going to get to chopping. Once I chop all the vegetables, I'm going to put them in this bowl to bake them. My cutting board right next to the sink, and then the produce bag that the pepper came in, I put in the sink like that, and just, that's where I throw my scraps. Nice and easy cleanup. Alright, here we go. First vegetable I'm going to cut up. Now I already mentioned that my vegetables are pre-washed. So the first vegetable I'm going to cut up is the celery. I'll show you just kind of one piece at a time. I won't, for time's sake, just how I do it. Now I just washed it, I cut the ends off, and now what I'm going to do is on a bias or an angle, I'm going to cut it just like so. Now I want it kind of a little thicker because, I don't know, I'm going to put breadcrumbs on top of this, and we want it to go, cook a little longer before it gets soft. And that's what your celery should look like. Now that the 3 stalks of celery are cut and put into the casserole dish, not the bowl, my bad, I'm going to cut the zucchini. It's already pre-washed, like I said, don't get annoyed. And I'm going to cut the tips off in the end, put it in a little bag like I showed you. And then, now be careful, I'm going to cut the zucchini right down the middle. This way I will be able to get a half moon shape. Now I'm going to only show you one part of the zucchini, for time's sake. And then I'll cut the rest and add to the casserole dish. Now I just want it in a half moon shape, like so. Now the thickness, I'm going to go and judge kind of like this thick. I know it's going to cook a little quicker than the celery, but that's about as thick as I want it. Alright, this is what your zucchini should look like. Now I'm going to cut up the other ones. Just give me a sec. This is what we got so far. Zucchini and celery in our casserole dish. Alright, next up is our red pepper. Fix the camera for a sec. The red pepper. Now, I'll show you exactly how I cut a red pepper. This is just my own opinion, the way I do it. I cut the top off. I put the top to the side. It's already been pre-washed. But, now see, you got that inside. I'm going to rip it out, and I'm going to put it in my bag. We got this left. I'm going to run it under water again. Give me 1 second. I'll be right back. Thanks for waiting. I ran it under water just to get those pesky seeds out. Extra seeds that I couldn't get out. It's a lot easier than trying to dig. So next thing you know, sorry, I started. Next thing I'm going to do, not next thing you know, I'm going to cut it right in half. Now, peppers are one of the easiest things to cut yourself with, so be very careful cutting a pepper. Now, I'm going to show you how I do one, and of course, for time, I'm going to do the rest. Now, see this white stuff right here? I personally don't like this white stuff. That's why I said it's my opinion on how I cut a pepper. Now, this is what I do. I just run my knife, real easy. Get that out of there. Let's put it in there. And then, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to cut it right before that vein there, or whatever the heck that is. You get a piece like this. You get a piece showing that part. I'm getting rid of that. I don't like that. When it cooks and stuff, I just don't like that. So your pepper should look like that afterwards, and you should have this out. And some might call it waste, but I don't like tasting that. And then what I'm going to do with the peppers is I'm going to slice them again, just like in strips, and then just cut them into chunks, like so. Nice big chunks. This is more for color and flavor because, red peppers are really sweet. Now I'll finish this pepper off. Show you. Alright, on to the next one. After I cut up the pepper, I take the top, like I cut off and put the side, and I flip it over this way. Fix the camera a little so you can see. Flip it just like that, then I just cut it. This is how I do it. I don't know, it's cutting it in the chunks that I kind of want. I might run over it one more time. That way there's, I don't know, some people waste it. But that's how I cut the top. Next, the onion. Oh man, I hate onions. They make me cry sometimes. If it ever makes you cry, here's a quick tip. Put your head in the freezer, just for a little bit. Alright, this ain't peeled yet. I didn't peel this. I wanted to show you my way of peeling an onion. Cut both ends off. Just like that. It rips down a little. Then I put my knife on the side just a little bit. Pull off. Some people might think it's waste and whatever, but you know what? It's safe. There's that little slippery piece right there. And if you get that piece out of there, it's going to be a lot safer to cut. Trust me, I've cut myself. Oh, see how slippery it is? I've cut myself on onions before. And it's terrible because the juice stings. So next thing you know, I'm going to cut it in half. Cut it in half again, so you get two pieces. And then cut it in threes. It's kind of what we've been doing with everything. You're going to get chunks, just like this of onion. Alright, the last vegetable to cut is the scallion. Show you how I cut it. It's already been, cleaned, but I like to keep the end in. I don't know why. There we go. I'm going to cut them kind of like, let's fix the camera real quick so I can show you. I'm going to kind of cut them bigger. Usually people cut them smaller for garnish, but we're going to cut them a little bigger. And then I cut it down to that, throw that away. This is what you should have. Put right in our casserole dish. I'll show you another one. You can even cut it down smaller if you want it. The white part's so good. That's what you should have. If you do the bag trick right in the sink. All done. Now all you gotta do is get rid of your cutting board, wash off your knife, and you're finished. Just throw it away. Vegetables, this is what this should look like. All in the casserole dish, ready to go. Now let's do the fun part. Let's season it up. We got some salt. I have some olive oil. Parsley, rosemary, oregano. So first we're going to take the oil. Now, it's your preference on how much oil you'd like. Feel a little extra might help them brown up more, but if you're on a crazy diet or whatever, do what you need. Then I'm going to sprinkle a little salt. Now, I'm not going to mix it up to the end because I don't want to damage my vegetables. A few shakes. Go. Parsley. Rosemary for sure. Oregano. I'm trying to do this one-handed, sorry. Then you mix it up. I like to use a slotted spoon. Now, your next step after you get it nice and mixed up, get all the oil incorporated, so you're going to cook it for about 375 degrees for your time desired, because what we're going to do is we're going to put some breadcrumbs on it. Now, if you like softer vegetables, cook a little longer. If you like harder vegetables, you know, the drill. So now it's nice and incorporated. I'm going to put this to the side. I'm going to show you how to make the breadcrumb mixture. Well, I'm going to show you what I put on for the topping. So right here we have panko breadcrumbs. And right here we have melted butter, but it's store-bought garlic butter. I'm going to put this in the breadcrumbs. It's a little. Let's get some of those herbs in there, garlic. Then I'm going to sift it around with my fingers. It's a little hot, so be careful. You're going to notice it's going to get really nice texture as I keep on going. That's what it should look like on there. It smells great. Now, I'll sprinkle it over. Get the edges. Now, it's not supposed to be totally covered. This is just for, you know, some extra flavor, some presentation. Alright, I'm going to cook it on 375 for, you know, how it's going to take in between like at least 30 minutes. I would check it around 20, but you could even go longer depending how you want your vegetables. We put the butter in the panko. You know, if you put the panko on there dry, you would have no play time. It adds a lot of flavor. Just, you should always put a little butter or some kind of something to make those panko a little moist, not soggy, but moist. That way you can cook it longer, and it's going to brown up really nice, and the flavor is going to be tremendous. I usually do it on baked mac and cheese, and but we're going to do it on these vegetables. So while you're waiting, it's time to clean up. It's not that bad of a mess, so this is a really just easy, fun, good tasting recipe.
Make sure to like and subscribe, and also check out more cooking videos like how to peel an egg. You'll never peel an egg the same.
The final product. See how brown and crisp the butter made that? Spoon some up for you. Well, there you have it. Roasted, well, baked zucchini. See how tender that is. That was on for 40 minutes at 375 degrees. Ideas on what to eat with this. Tonight I'm making chicken breast with it, or you can make pork, or I don't know. Why don't you give me your ideas in the comments below. There you go. Baked zucchini. Well, everybody, thanks for stopping by. We'll see you next time.